Namaste and welcome to Sonali Joshi's Astrojyoti Healing. Today we are going to see information about Mahadasha. If you have your horoscope in front of you, you might notice there are given time periods with beginning and ending dates for every planet. And you might notice that there are list of all the planets with such time periods. And the report says Mahadasha times. You don't just think about Mahadasha as important time periods in a person's life. How do they decide the Mahadasha? If you have your natal chart, you can see the table next to it that says Nakshatra of Moon. For example, somebody has Nakshatra Purva Falguni. They will see the time periods of Venus, Shukra, in the beginning. That means depending on your placement of Moon Nakshatra, the Lord of that Nakshatra gets the period to start your time frame. You are born in the Mahadasha of the Nakshatra Lord of the Moon. Somebody who has Nakshatra of Rahu will get Dasha of Rahu in the beginning. Someone who has Moon Nakshatra like Ashwini, Magha or Ketu will get Mahadasha of planet Ketu in the childhood from birth. Now, depending on the year or time frame you are born, somebody can get the whole time span of that Mahadasha, or someone gets just little bit of that Mahadasha. For example, somebody has Moon in the Nakshatra of Saturn, then they will have Shani Mahadasha at birth. And this first long period of Shani is called as Shani Mahadasha. Within that Mahadasha, you will have all the dashas or antardashas of other planets, and it applies to all the planets. The result of that Mahadasha depends on where this planet is placed in your natal horoscope, and when we see the antardasha of some other planet, what is the relationship between this Mahadasha planet and the antardasha planet. For example, somebody has Nakshatra of Saturn and they are running through the Saturn Mahadasha. In their horoscope, Saturn has strong placement. At the same time, if they are going through the Mahadasha of Saturn and Antardasha of Jupiter, if Jupiter and Saturn have good relationship with each other in their natal horoscope, then the period Saturn and Jupiter is going to be good for them. When these two Mahadasha and Antardasha planets have good relationship with each other in the horoscope, they are either exalted or they are into some Parivartan Yoga or they are in their own Rashi or the Mula Trikona sign, then results are always good. On the other hand, if the Mahadasha planet rules Dushtana like 6th house, 8th house or 12th house, or it's sitting in those houses, then the results will be depending on that. If the Mahadasha Lord is placed well in the horoscope, however, the Antardasha Lord is placed in these Dushtanas, or Antardasha Lord and the Mahadasha Lord have the relationship of 6, 8 and 12 houses from each other, or rather 6 and 8, then it shows transformation, obstacles, struggles in that time period. However, depending on the dignity of that planet, depending on the other planets, the aspect of Jupiter on natal moon or the yoga Jupiter is in can definitely change the outcome. It means during the Mahadasha of planet, you treat that planet as if it is placed in the Lagna. Circulate the chart or rotate the chart in a way that that planet comes in the Lagna and analyze the whole chart. And you can see what could be the outcome. So if somebody is going through Mahadasha of Moon and Moon is placed in the 9th house of their horoscope, you make this 9th house Moon as the Lagna and then you see the whole chart. If there is any planet in the 10th house, it becomes second house for this Mahadasha. If you are examining the time period of 12th house Lord Mahadasha, then always remember, how can you correct that? You do donations, you help the needy, you go and volunteer for charity, you can work for any ashram, religious institution, educational institution on the basis of volunteership. And doing this will always give you better outcome. Hope this helps you understand Mahadasha as well as Antardasha thing, more focusing on the Mahadasha of the planet. And the sub-period of the other planet is known as Antardasha. And there will be one more sub-period that way, if you can see those charts of time periods. And those relations matter the most. First comes your moon chart, then is your natal chart, then is your D9, and then is this Mahadasha Lord making Lagna chart. They have highest impact on the outcome. The transits are definitely important, but the transits will definitely add to or reduce the things or the outcome from the collection of the things I mentioned before. If you want to know more about your horoscope, send an email to iamsonalijoshi@gmail.com. Please like this video, share this video with your friends, and please subscribe to this channel. Namaste, thank you, Shubham Bhavatu.